What's up, people? August 22nd, Wednesday, almost 6 o'clock. It's been a long day. I'm back in my area. I've been all over Hermosa, Manhattan, and Santa Monica. So getting over the 405 is a bitch, I'm telling you. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the recent censorship of Alex Jones. I think Facebook, Google, Apple, possibly Twitter, they all got together and it looks like they took him down. So his pages are not available anymore. And let me tell you something, I'm not a fan of his. I've checked out his website before and it's kind of wonky. There's some stuff that I agree, but the rest of it is just too far out there. So I was never a big fan. My real concern is how people like him, very outspoken, very opinionated, they speak out. Doesn't matter if you're the right or the left. If they don't like what you say, you get censored. I don't get this double standard because I don't know if you ever heard of Linda Sarsour, an American Muslim. She was the one that declared jihad against our own government. She says some really controversial stuff. I mean, just look her up, Linda Sarsour controversies. Tons of videos on her on YouTube. And I don't agree with any of them. Anyway, to any normal conservative Muslim, she's not very smart because she tries to defend Islam while advocating LGBT rights and promoting feminism. That's a big WTF, people. Any good Muslim should not be an apologist, nor should they try to pretend Islam is something that it isn't. Third wave feminists and LGBT rights are wholly incompatible with their religion or any Abrahamic religion for that matter. Hey man, that's just the way it is. If you guys don't read the books, any of the holy books, then that's on you. The Quran and the Bible. I haven't read anything from the Torah, so I don't know how that works. So going back to Alex Jones, he has definitely been silenced. So I wonder what the repercussions are going to be on both sides. What about weather reporters? Should we silence them because they never get it right? Is that considered lying? Should we silence them too? So what happens in the long run if you let corporations control what you are allowed to think and say? You can't think freely anymore? Can't speak our minds? Will this world become a horrific dystopian country or a totalitarian state? That's pretty damn scary if you ask me. Platforms like FB and other social media websites are making decisions based on what's in their financial interests. So their interest might be in avoiding controversy. But do we want the most important speech platforms in the world to avoid controversy? What are they, snowflakes too? We have to be aware of their about microaggressions, about invading their safe spaces, or trigger warnings. We have to walk on eggshells too, being careful not to hurt their feelings. Believe it or not, some continue to say yes. Progressives, aka the left. Not just them, there's other groups too. They are being short-sighted if they think more censorship authority won't come back to bite them, because it will. How can anyone be the arbiters of truth? Who should decide what's fake? It's not so easy to do in a way that is objective. So what about Google's former head of free expression issues in Asia? I just don't remember his name. I think his last name might have been Lockman. I don't remember his first name. You can look him up. Remember reading this article where he blasted the tech giant. They had a plan to develop a search engine that would help the Chinese government censor content. Again, WTF, man. Isn't that a violation of international human rights standard? Oh yeah, it is. What do you feel about Tel Aviv demands that Facebook delete pages to Palestinian activists? Guess what? They did grant most of them. They actually took down the pages. They granted the wish of Tel Aviv. Americans are not freaking out about this because most of us have lost the ability to distinguish between general principles and political outcomes. So as long as the right people are being zapped, no one really cares. Well, you should care. Again, it's going to become a place where not even you will be able to express yourself anymore. Some of these people are absolutely unbelievable. They do exist. These people who feel the need to censor other people are admitting that they cannot win an honest debate. They cannot survive in an environment where people have the ability to express themselves freely. They don't like people who speaks their minds, who say it the way it is, even if it hurts. Is it the reason why they're trying to alter the Constitution to take away your rights for free speech and bear arms? Oh yeah. Well, just imagine if they were running the government. You think it won't happen? Think again. Once you open the door to arbitrarily deciding who can and cannot speak based on your individual views, you open up the door to anyone subjecting you to the same criteria. Okay, look at it this way. Or agree or disagree. If you want to silence someone, you don't deserve free speech either. Just something to think about, people. All right, I'm going home. I'm going to cool off and not ponder on this anymore because I'm going to have an aneurysm. So be safe out there. Have a great week, and we'll talk later.